Feelings that you never did. Oh, oh. Hey everyone, it's Amanda K. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been forever since I did a video. I know it's been more than a week. Oh my gosh, so many different changes have happened. For starters, welcome. My name is Amanda K. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe and throw in a thumbs up as well. So I ended up moving to a different state. I've had this thought for actually a long time, for many months, but I've always been like, and then I go for it, and then I go back down, and then I say, no, never mind, and then I just decided to just do it. I just decided to just go ahead, let's get some changes in our lives, let's see what the benefits are for here, and I think that there's a whole lot of benefits. I know there's a lot more opportunities. It's just why I haven't done a video in a while. It's just because of the move. Now I feel like I'm getting a little raspy in the voice. I don't know why, but the move stopped me a little bit. The emotions going on through my head, the packing, all of that stuff, and then me trying to settle down here. It's still kind of a little bit crazy, but I just have my makeup still all packed up. I had to take some out of the boxes to come and do this video. I didn't want to go incredibly crazy, so I decided to skip all of my facial routines. I did my powder, I did my foundation, the primer, all that kind of stuff. I just decided to keep it towards the eye look instead, and it is a very plain, simple eye look. I added some gold, some oranges, and a little bit of burgundy brownish to it. I decided to play with this new palette that I got. I'm so excited to show you. I just got the Morphe 25B. I also have the Morphe 25A. This one I haven't got out of the box. I actually ordered these and got these on when I was still in Wyoming. I was wanting to do a video, but I just got carried away, and then with life going on and about, it just kind of slowed me down a little bit. So I was so excited to finally just decided to try something. If you guys just want to see how I created this beautiful, simple look, then just keep watching. To start this eye look off, I went into my Spectrum B06 brush to apply my very first shade, and it was just to set the primer that I had already on, and I just went and used the lightest shade that was in the palette. These shades are so pigmented and it just came off so easily. I had to go very light with this look. So then I used the exact same brush just to dab into the second shade on the right side, and it's just an orangey tanner side shade of it. It's just something that I thought that would be a great transition for this look. And I just, like I said, I had to take my time very carefully. I'm not used to a whole lot of pigmentation along with a lot of shade or color coming off and onto the brush. So I had to do a lot of buildup, and it took a long time, not gonna lie, just because I'm not used to it. But I had to edit a little bit out. But if you're already a master at this, go for it. So then I go ahead and I use my A07 brush, and I go into the gold shimmer shade. I thought this would be so beautiful. This shade to me is just so perfect for the summer. I think it blends well with oranges and browns. I just love it so much. So then I dive into my Spectrum A12 brush. It's just a small little tip that I'm going to add into my crease, and the shade that I'm messing with, it's just kind of like, it's just a soft matte brown. I thought this color would look beautiful between the orangey gold shimmer and the orange shade on top, just to blend it all together. Good dimensions, I think. So I just take my time and just blend it all into my crease. Like I said, it does take a while, but I go ahead and I clean the very first brush that I use, which is my B06 brush, and I'm just using that with no products on it just to blend everything out. And I go back into the second shade that I used just to blend it all out. I just wanted a good layer of shades packed on to each other onto the lid just to give it a good eye look. My showing for the second brush and the other shade that I used went a little quickly, so I do apologize for that, but I just am using the Spectrum C06 brush, and it's just a larger fat pointed tip brush, and I'm just going into the shade that's right next to it to add into my corners, my outer corners, in fact that is. Then I go back into my A12 to dive into this burgundy dirty brownish color. It looks like it has some shimmers into it, but it wasn't as noticeable. I was just using it to add a little bit more deepness into the outer corners, and I'm just blending it all out together. Now, since I did a whole lot of blending here, as you can tell, I decided to add back into that orangey gold. I'm going a little bit further ahead because I'm just doing so much blending right now, but here I am just going back into my inner corners to add that orangey gold because I was blending so much it took away a little bit of the shine to it. So I just decided to add back in some more. And for the first shade right here, I was trying to highlight my bone a little bit and successfully did it, but I wasn't too happy with it, so I do end up changing it later on. For my under eye, I use A19 and I go back into that dirty brown burgundy color just to add a little bit of just darkness under the eye. I wanted it to just be the last of it, and I also go into the tan and also that little pale color just a tad bit to just smear it out to give it a little bit of smokiness. I don't do anything too crazy with it. I decided to use my Urban Decay All-Nighter highlighter in the shade Sin, and it was the first time I used my pinky, and as you can tell it was really intense, so I took my A12 brush just to blend it all out in the inner corners. And I also decided to use it as my highlight brow bone. I wanted my brow bone just to be a little bit brighter. It was where I was saying when I first used the pale shade and it just wasn't satisfying enough. Then I go into my Maybelline Falsies mascara. I am just in love with this mascara. It's my favorite so far. I used to be in love with the CoverGirl, but now I'm not. So I just love this. It has just a perfect curve where I can get all the inner corners of the lashes and the outer corners. And then I just take a black eyeliner. You can use any type of liner you want, and I am just using this to do my top waterline. I don't want to do the bottom. I don't want to have just short, small eyes. Then I use my favorite lipstick. This is Rose of Attraction from Maybelline Whisper. I don't see this in stores. I know you can order it online either through eBay or you can go onto their site itself and search it. I just love this color. It's so beautiful. Just something perfect for any type of look you want. And I wanted to do a little trick here. I wanted my lips to look a little bit plumpy, so I just take a simple brush, and I believe I was just using the Spectrum B06 brush, and I'm just going into my center shade that I use as my contouring all the time, and I'm just blending a little bit under my lip. This helps give a nice shade. And yeah, this is the look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!